So 9 cars on the roster, but 8 cars comprising the field. And we're going to go green this time by. Field as it exits high off of 2 in the 61. Ed Mulligan, ooh, going to stack up early on that inside lane, almost getting into the rear there at the 61. Meanwhile, the high side speeds on by, and the 61 falling like a rock. Meanwhile, at the front, it's Kurt Snow in the 110 machine, leading the field down through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, on the outside line's coming. Outside line is coming. And that is that number 7X of Gary Moore. Trying to make it happen up high, down into 3. He goes, sends it in deep. Clear all around momentarily. Door still wide open, though, for Kurt Snow. As Kurt Snow battles right back to the inside. Look at Daryl Dutch sitting in 3rd in that Ford Pinto. Trying to wait for his moment to strike. Kurt Snow backs it up on the inside. Daryl Dutch draws nearer. And Gary Moore able to take advantage. But I eat my words as Kurt Snow now battling back on the outside. Gary Moore getting a real good run into the turn, but Kurt Snow getting really good drive off, and it's able to basically cancel out. And that's why those two are really locked in. Meanwhile, behind them, looked 3 wide for a second, but the number 10 now sending it in the inside of Daryl Dutch. That's Joe Henderson with an aggressive inside move. He's paved his way, knocking on the door of a top 3. 15 laps in this one, 6 complete, and we're 2 by 2. Daryl Dutch on the outside in that second row, as Joe Henderson looking to make things shake and bake on the inside. Meanwhile, Gary Moore still trying to find that extra little edge on the outside. Kurt Snow, though, continues to stave him off just enough as he gets real good turn off of turn 4 and gets that pointed nice and early. That time by the 7 car, looking much more to the advantage. And yes, clear now all around the 7 of Moore. Trying to grow the lead now. Whoa, look at that close race. And Daryl Dutch hot on the tail as the field rapidly comes up on slower traffic. Whoa, 3 wide race in there for a second. Daryl Dutch to the high side and Kurt Snow pinched in the middle. They both get by. Meanwhile, Gary Moore watching all this go on in his rear view saying, get me the heck away from that. And despite all that, the field's been able to catch Gary Moore again. Kurt Snow still trying to work that low groove as Daryl Dutch now riding the tailcoats of that 7 car, and we're back to square one again. 2 by 2 we go down the back stretch. Gary Moore trying to work the high side. Joe Henderson's back again to take another bite at the apple on that low lane. Kurt Snow still trying to find that extra little speed off of turn 2 and turn 4 to try and clear Gary Moore once and for all. But Gary just really sends it in with a lot of initial speed. And they continue to cancel out. 2 to go this time by. And Gary Moore trying to dig deep, look for something a little extra to decisively edge out the 110 off of 4. 110 hanging in there for Daryl Dutch waiting in line. Waiting to see if he can make something happen from 3rd place on back. White flag that time by half a lap to decide it. Number 7 car, Gary Moore on the outside. Kurt Snow on the inside. At the line, it's going to be the 7, the 110, and either the 6 or the 10. That was too close to call for me. But Gary Moore, your modified feature winner. Kurt Snow on the inside coming home. All right, down here with Gary Moore hopping out of the car.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. Heck of a race there, and truly mean that. I mean, you guys were locked up 2 wide right down to the checkered there, and you managed to stave off the field, pull off the win.
Well, that's what the fun part about this all is. First off, I'd like to thank Seekonk for having us here. We love coming here every year, and we really appreciate it. I appreciate my competitors. He put up a great race. That was fun, and I'd also like to thank my car owner, Skip Stearns.
Yeah, well, we absolutely love having you come back here, and really, that was you were working that high side. Kurt Snow kept trying to come back on the inside, and so just the preferred line for you up top there in this number 7 machine.
Oh, she loved the outside tonight. Absolutely. I was driving the inside earlier, and it was just so loose I couldn't drive it. So I'm going to put it up top and see what she does.
Well, and it seemed to prevail for you. I'm sure there's some people you'd like to thank for the win here tonight.
Like I said, my car owner, Skip Stearns, he's the biggest one, and also everybody in the S.T.A.R organization. We do a great job, and we love coming here.
All right, we'll give it up one more time for your feature winner, Gary Moore. Next, let's go ahead and our second place finisher. Now, congrats, Kurt. Heck of a drive there on the inside, and you and Gary are pretty much in lockstep, coming up toe-to-toe off a 2, off a 4. Was it just not working for you as much as you needed to on the inside?
Well, he squeezed me down to the bottom, of course, so I couldn't get a run here. And I ran here with the legends. The outside is the lane here, so I just had to be careful I didn't get sideways and take somebody out. But he did a great job. I love racing here. This is a fantastic facility, great people. We'll come back as much as we can.
Oh, well, we'll love to have you. And, yeah, as we know, a lot of banking up there on the high side. Just got to go up there, find it, and use it.
Yeah, but he had it, and I couldn't get it.
Well, nonetheless, a strong showing, second place finish. I'm sure there's some people you'd like to thank for the run.
Oh, yeah, my wife, my crew, the entire Two Flakes Racing gang. We have 6 cars here tonight. And, of course, all you guys here. I love racing here. Been here since my Legends days, and we come here. The fans are great, you guys are great, and it's good racing. What more can you ask for?
Oh, can't agree with you on that. But after all that said, second place finish. Let's hear it again one more time for Kurt Snow. Least familiar name, Daryl Dutch coming home, third place. You sold the truck, but you still got the antique here, and it still runs good.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got a couple of those. I'm going to just stick with those for the time being. But really good time. I'm glad Seekonk had us. It's just fun. It's a fun track to run.
Well, it was fun to watch. I mean, we saw you there. I was watching you. You were working the high side. You were working the low side, and you were just waiting to see who's going to prevail, which side's going to move forward.
Yeah, it just wouldn't open up, so third place is fine with me. I'm happy with that.
Third place is fine. You get to celebrate down here in Victory Lane. I'm sure there's some people you want to thank for the third place finish.
I do. I want to thank Mr. Walsh, our record driver. Banford, he came to help me today. And my guys back at the shop, we just, we work on these things and have fun.
Absolutely. Full team effort. Well, congrats again on the third place win. Great talking to you. Let's hear it again one more time, folks. Coming in third place, Daryl Dutch. Second place, Kurt Snow. And your feature winner in the modifieds, Gary Moore.